Everyone's trying to start an AI agency right now. But here's the truth. That model is outdated, overcrowded, and insanely hard if you're starting. There's a completely different AI business model that nobody is talking about. And the crazier part is it's 10 times easier than starting an agency. No cold calls, no outbound, no sales skills. This is the play that can take a beginner from $0 to $10,000 per month faster than anything I've seen moving into 2026. And in this video, I'll be revealing the step-by-step playbook and how you can get started today. Let's jump straight into the video. The easiest AI business to start moving into 2026, which nobody is talking about. Because here is the problem with AI agencies. If you search AI agency on YouTube right now, you are going to see hundreds of creators teaching the same recycled offers. We'll build you a website chatbot, or we'll set up automations for your business. You know, you hear it time and time again, or we'll install an AI receptionist if you're more creative. But it's all the same shit basically. The market is overcrowded when everyone is selling the exact same offer, and it becomes a race to the bottom. Quite literally, it's like we'll work for this amount and we'll do it for less. It's just a race to the bottom. And all you need to do is look at the data. You can see here that the search term on Google Trends of AI agency has peaked. It has peaked. It's not going to get any higher than what it is right now. And it's just oversaturated. Once again, the search term for AI agents, it's like you can just see how much competition there is, but it gets so much worse than that. Agencies are all relying on cold outbound. So if you start an agency, you are literally going to have to, spend a lot of your day just pitching, cold calling, cold emailing, trying to scrape leads from the bottom of the barrel to try and get clients. And every day they're just getting hammered with the same AI offers. So what is the easier path? Because you now should be kind of problem aware, and you should understand that this isn't the way to go if you're starting out. You have to learn sales, you have to do obviously fulfillment, you have to do setting. There's so many things, like it's unrealistic for a beginner to make money with the AI agency model. But the easier path, and if we just start with maths to explain this rather than our emotions, in the US, 5.5 million new business applications per year get entered, which is 15,000 new businesses per day. And if you do the maths, and 15,000 per day, let's say 7 to 10% of those are agency marketing companies or similar kind of types, consulting firms maybe, that equals 1,000 to 1,500 new agencies per day in the US, and you can roughly 3x that for a global estimate of 3,500 new agencies or marketing companies globally per day are created. That's a lot of competition, and you don't have to be a genius to understand that the TAM, which is the total addressable market, is quite big for the marketing space. And people don't understand that TAM can be the amount of customers you can sell to, but also it's on the revenue potential. So the revenue potential in terms of opportunities, and the agency space is worth $400 billion per year, which is quite a bit. And you may be thinking, Charlie, that's big. And what I mean by that is businesses are spending on agencies $400 billion. So businesses like, let's say, a law firm, they would spend on marketing efforts, and that's kind of contributed in the $400 billion, if that makes sense. But what you have to understand is that means the pie isn't growing as fast as the number of people fighting for it. So yes, 400 billion may seem like a lot of money, and it may be wise, you're thinking, to try and sell marketing services, solutions, and just marketing to businesses. But in reality, as I've explained, when you have 3,500 new companies per day also trying to get a piece of the pie, it's just not the smartest way for beginners to make money. You need a smarter way in, and that's what I'm going to explain really quickly, because instead of competing head to head, you can actually just tap into agencies that already have clients and take a share on the back end. So in enterprise companies like Netflix, Amazon, Microsoft, the most powerful use of AI isn't on the flashy front end. That's not what it is. It's on predictive maintenance. AI watches server logs across thousands of data centers. It detects anomalies, so CPU spikes, memory leaks, falling disks. And before something breaks, AI can basically auto restart services and reroute traffic or alert engineers. And the result of that is Netflix avoids outages that could cost millions. And this is what Gartner, and I'll explain who Gartner is in a second, but it's what Gartner calls AI ops, AI operations. And Gartner is just a $6 billion per year company, and it's a research and advisory company with a consulting arm, and they do other services as well, but it's mainly research and advisory, which is 550 million per month they make with research and advisory. But where this comes into this video is basically saying that AI ops is projected to become a multi-$100 billion category because enterprises realize something. If you fix the back end of a company, the front end takes care of itself. If you can make more per client, you can spend more on marketing. So this is where the AI ops partner for agencies come into place, because instead of fighting for clients and fighting for that 400 billion total addressable market, you can become the back-end AI ops for an agency. And technically you could do this by doing, automating delivery for them, handle reporting, but that's like not what I suggest doing. That's too technical if you're a beginner. I would simply, if I had to start again, just offer white label AI solutions to their clients to increase lifetime gross profit for an agency. So I know a guy, and I have him on WhatsApp, and he basically works for a 6-figure a month agency that just builds websites for boomer businesses. So think about HVAC, and let's say the owner of a HVAC company is 60, they don't have a website, they don't have any digital presence. He would just build a website for them, right? And he would make $100,000 per month with that model. So that agency could just make more per client by having you, for example, deliver AI automations for their clients. And it's a no-brainer upsell that these clients can offer, since most agencies aren't AI adapted yet. So what do you deliver, and how do you become a partner to get clients easily? So you can deliver whatever is best suited for their niche. So let's say you reach out to a real estate agency, so a company, a marketing firm that helps real estate investors, brokers, agents, and you can be their AI backend ops partner. You could just do AI lead qualification, because let's say that real estate marketing agency just provides Facebook ads and maybe GHL or CRM on the back end. You can come in and you can essentially take that to the next level and allow them to make more profit, because let's say the problem is agents waste hours talking, nurturing and chasing leads. So yes, a real estate marketing company could generate the real estate agent leads, but they probably don't have the AI adaptations yet, and that's where you come into play. So you're simply installing AI or offering AI as an opportunity for existing agencies to make more for their clients and also for themselves. And that is what I think is the easiest way to make money. So the solution is you could build an AI chatbot via SMS, WhatsApp, or even calling to qualify leads to book appointments. It could be homeowners, it could be buyers, sellers, you get the point. Another example is, let's say you partner with a medical dentist clinic agency as an AI back-end ops partner. The problem is clinics bleed revenue from no-shows, cancellations, missed follow-ups, staff spend hours manually confirming appointments, sending reminders, chasing overdue patients, and yes, agencies would get them more customers and so forth, but once again, you need some AI patient engagement and a retention system. So you can basically build custom AI solutions for agency owners for their clients. And that is what I think is the easiest way to make money, because whilst everyone's sending cold emails or spamming SMS or doing Facebook DMs to these local business owners, to home service companies, to just businesses, you can then instead just reach out to the agency owners who have clients. And they don't have to have a ton of clients. You don't have to work with a massive marketing agency. It could just be one doing 5K per month. And you could just introduce the idea that, look, if you just make an extra $1,000 per client, that's going to add, let's say, another 5K to your MRR, and you get a cut of that. So you're basically, instead of you trying to do marketing, trying to do appointment setting, trying to do sales, trying to do fulfillment, you are just offering white label fulfillment to agencies. It's really that simple. Now you may be wondering, Charlie, well, how do you actually get these agency owners as clients? And this is easier than any other niche. And how do I know that? Because I've done this before. I've literally found people on Instagram who have my ICPs of agencies, and I'll explain that in a second. And you would notice that you'll get a 20% first reply rate. It's insane, because everyone's targeting these med spas, these real estate companies, these roofing companies. No one's actually targeting the agencies who have a few clients, and you can just get a piece of the pie. It's so much easier. But no guru wants you to know this because they're just selling you on the opportunity of starting an agency because it sells better. Whereas I'm trying to be honest. And this is like the easiest way, the laziest way to make money if you're starting as a beginner. So step number one, if you want to get agency owners as clients and offer this as a kind of service, is I would just suggest groups or communities like school, WOP, Discord, Facebook. They're great choices. Discord is amazing, by the way. I've done this on Discord before and got an interest. But if we go on to school, for example, just search for like agencies and you'll find how many agency groups there are. Now, you don't want to go for the big ones because they're going to be over kind of saturated, diluted and low engagement. You maybe want to find smaller ones. And yeah, it's really as simple as that. And people have used that in my community as well. If you go here and let me just show you something quickly, you can see here that we've had people, let me try and find this as an example for you guys, 2 seconds. Yeah, so me and this person, so he is probably an agency owner, and Daniel, for example, reached out to him and they work together. So it's that idea of collaboration that is so important, and it's one of Naval Ravikant's 4 or 5 C's: capital, collaboration, content, code. So you're doing code, you've got the collaboration, you can post content about this, and you're going to be bound for success and make money. Like, I'm not even joking, to be honest, guys. This is one of the easiest ways to make money, and that's why I'm making this video. And it's what I would do if I had to start again. So you can join these groups, you can contribute, post in there on what you're building, be active, start conversations. More conversations equals more money, and you're gonna make money, guys. This is the source. This is the source. Step number 2 is to find gurus, and I mentioned this before, but find gurus who help agencies and kind of work through their followings. This is what I call the piggyback method because they've done the hard part of creating content, running paid ads to target specifically agencies for us, basically. We can just see who follows them, and because they've done direct response ads to a specific demographic, target audience, lookalike audience, so forth, you can just message them and it's going to be good to go. And especially try and find people who help agencies doing like 5K a month to 50K a month, and then you're golden. Like, that's the real source. Step 3 is just to attract clients through your own content, and that's what I would recommend doing, not just like kind of going through other people's audiences. Just because you're not going to win long term by doing that. So your day-to-day, checklist could look like this: you join groups, you comment under 20 posts in those groups, and you reach out to them. You message 25 ICPs from the piggyback method, and maybe you post 1 educational asset per day. And if you do that for 100 days straight, you'll be so much closer to having a 6-figure business. So, in summary, this video is about not chasing what everyone is telling you to do or following the crowd. It's rather going against the grain and helping or offering a white label kind of AI ops service to agencies. And I think that is the easiest way to go about it. And if you want a more detailed video breaking this down, maybe I actually show you how to get clients with this kind of business model, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do it. But this is the easiest way because you're not chasing clients like everyone else. You're just kind of getting a piece of the pie without the sales or anything like that. So yeah, and just a quick tip: vision without execution is hallucination. So Thomas Edison basically stating that if you don't take action from what I've given you as information today, it's crazy. Like, even Albert Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result. You have to do something different if you're going to get a different life. So this video can be that. You can take the information I've given you, apply it, join those groups, start conversations with agencies, just act as a fulfillment AI ops person on the back end. And it's the way to go. It's the way to go. So hopefully this video helped in giving you an idea of an easier way to make money. And I wish you the best of luck. If you need help, that could be building an offer, getting clients. Check out the description. Yeah, obviously I've got a community. We offer one-to-one calls in there with me personally, and software, everything you need to actually deliver if you were to go this route. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and subscribe.